Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today, this video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be trying to fix this train from FAO Schwarz. I volunteer with my church, and one of the responsibilities I've been asked to do is take care of little children. And they have a room where we play while the parents go to Sunday school. And this is one of the toys they have. And they love this wind-up train, but it doesn't work right. The wheels stick. They don't turn like they should. It catches, and if you look here, oh, now it wants to spin. And if you look closely here, these wheels sit lower than these ones. So it's like harder for them to even grip because they're sitting lower. So today I'm going to take this guy apart and see if I can fix it. I would say this is a tutorial, as long as at the end of this video we fix it. Otherwise, it might just be a video of me taking apart the FAO Express. So the first thing I'm going to do is, up here on the top there are some star screws, and then on the bottom here there's one Phillips. So I'm going to start by disconnecting these cars. I have a T10 star bit. Then I'm going to pull out my SOG Q4 ratcheting screwdriver. I'm going to take this guy out. Okay, wow, that is a long screw. Okay, now we'll flip it over. On the bottom we got a Phillips, so we'll go ahead and pop out the built-in Phillips here. No, number one is not going to do it. Let's grab a number 2 Phillips from the bit collection here. Strip it out. Man, number 2 doesn't like it either. Let's try this other number 1 Phillips. Let's see if we can even get a grab with it. There we go. That one's grabbing. Does not want to let go. Maybe we'll do the one next to it and see if that helps. Tight. What are these in there with? They put Loctite on these toys? Got that one out, I think. There we go. And of course, I have to take out the top one here. Alright, now that we got that where I can move it around, hopefully I can get enough pressure to not strip it, break it free. Really? I don't know what's going on, why it doesn't like this. That guy is just in there. Years of baby drool has solidified this screw in here. That's a bummer. Well, I don't know what to do. Let's go ahead and... So if you look right here, there we go. If you look right here, you can see there are some metal tabs that have just been folded down over this plastic bottom frame. Let's see if we can separate those two. Let's look at what tools I have here. Got anything small and pick-like? Got a knife blade. Ooh, maybe that guy. This has got a small tip on it. If that can get under there, maybe. No, it's not quite long enough. Goodness. Wonder if we can like wedge it in and. That's working. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Making slow progress here. Got 1, 2, 3 and a half. Look at this hole. How is this front end held on? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, I can see a tab right there on the front. Okay, we got 2 that are still hooked. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, so we can now see inside. This thing is in here. I wonder if there's any way I can pull it out. No. Let's see if I can get this guy off at all. Oh yeah, I might be able to. I didn't think I'd be able to do that. What's going on here? There we go. There we go. Get this guy out entirely. Ta-da! And there are our drive wheels. And it looks like it's binding up in here. Let's see if we can figure out why or how it's binding here. So this is where it's getting bound up, is the gears here. You can see if we look, if we look real closely here, that gear right there is completely worn away. Look at that. Now what value that gear offers, I'm not sure. I wonder, what if we took, these gears look like they're pretty movable. If I took this gear and just moved it over, away from those teeth there, or I guess that spot in the teeth. What if we just take this one out entirely? Will it stop the binding? That's it. I don't know why this is causing it to bind up. I don't know what that gear does for it though. Oh, it's bound up. But it didn't stop early. So now let's get to the point where when it does bind up, the only place it binds and reason it would bind is probably at the beginning is these pins right here. This is small, right? So if we look right here, this pin here, do you see that? How it's kind of on a slide. And then over here on the other side, it's also, how well can we see that? So we can see that that's on a, there we go, that pin moves up and down in there, and then on the opposite side, it does the same thing. So that's how it engages, is when it has torque on this spring, because that's all we're doing is twisting up this spring here. When we apply torque to it, it forces that pin to ride up. But if that pin is misaligned, let's see if we can wind this up and misalign it real quick. That gear there on this sliding pin gets misaligned, it'll stop. But now, since this is gone, I don't know why that was there other than maybe to add vibration to it. I don't see a value in it though. We can just keep winding this until it stops. And then, here we go. Oh, you know what? I bet you it's a counterweight to keep it from going too fast in the beginning. I don't know. So let's go ahead and try and reassemble this now. This goes over there, so let's start by installing our wheel section. Oh, good thing that little wing fell off. This bar has to go through there. These are the rear drive wheels, so we'll flex that out of there. And then let's grab this little tab here, fold you up too. So this tab here was supposed to go through there, but it wasn't, so go ahead and then this front tab here goes there. So we're gonna hook the front tab in there, and the back tab is gonna come up through, and then we'll bend it over to hold it down. And so that's why the wheels were sitting higher, because of that tab. So let's see what we can do here. It's kind of neat that they have like a little nut to add weight to it. Can I do it this way first? Gotta be careful not to break it, it's plastic. There we go. Now, honestly, even without the frame, I bet we could get it to roll. We're gonna go. Great. All right. So we got it kind of assembled. It works. Our plates are in place, I guess you could say. Make sure that's on there pretty good. Now we're gonna feed this pin here through the hole in the side of the train, and then see if we can get the train back together again here. Let's straighten these little tabs out, make it a little easier for me to line up the holes. Maybe that'll help me. Trying to get this tab to line up with the slot there. There we go. That one's good. That one's good. Got some binding for some reason. Don't know where or why. Okay, it looks like it's on the front here. Gonna bend that up and around. There we go. So in the front it has the little hook there, and then it has that screw, so we're underneath the metal plate for that screw. And these guys, we're gonna try and line up with their little slots here. Great. Fold that one in. I'm grabbing each tab and pulling it so that it's all the way in as far as we can before we bend it over. I'll use the single edge of the pliers to fold it over. Pull and push. So before, these were bent in a little bit further, so I'm actually going to grab a little T6 driver bit. I'm just going to use that to push it in the rest of the way. There we go. This one does not want to go in. There we go. I was just getting caught on the plastic there. Okay, now let's go ahead and put our wing nut on. So this is going to be, I'm assuming, directional. I don't know if you can tell, but this wing nut, it kind of arches up that way, which points up and away, which is easier for your fingers to grab onto. Go ahead and wiggle this guy on and hopefully, oh man. I'm not satisfied. Time to do some backtracking. Alright, now that we got that, trying to think of a way to support this while also being in the tin. I'm sure a factory had a great way to do this, but I do not. There we go. Alright, so we got that little wing nut to where that little bar is even with it. And now we put it back together again. So we got one that will go in first. There. This comes up in the back. Hold there. There we go. Oh no! I got the wheel on the outside of the train. That's not gonna work. Oh, popped it out, dang it. Okay, let's straighten this tab out again. Get the wheels inside the train. Oh hey, I can show you. So we got the tab there, and then right there it goes underneath that. Just like that. Keep the wheels inside the train at all times. Keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. I'm going to straighten out all these little tabs here, make it a little easier on me. Alright, and then we got this front tab and the rear tab. The rear one should be pointing straight up while the front one is already bent. We'll go ahead and grab the front one in first while also mounting the front of the train. There we go. Oh, we're making progress, you guys. Come on. Gotta get like everything all in the right place at just the right moment here. See if we can get that back up through the tab here. Oh, I see it. Is it enough that I can grab it? Yeah! Okay, and then pull it and bend it down. There we go. Now, the wheels are even. Okay, now we can reassemble the rest of this thing. See how this guy will do on bending tabs over. Bend it over and let it go in. Oh, come now. You're being difficult. Alright, that one went easy. There we go, that one's in there. Alright, so we got our train together. There we go. Whoa! Okay, now let's add our caboose. So start at the bottom with our easy little fill-ups here. Alright, and now we'll switch out for that T10 star bit. So what I did was remove this little gear piece here, and that was binding up because you can see it's worn away in the middle. So removing that made it so that we can now wind up our train and let it go. Oh, come on. Are you really still binding up? Or is it just out of wind? Yeah, it's empty. Okay, cool. There's our little train from FAO Schwarz, all fixed and ready to play again.